What's up, everybody? I just wanted to take a few minutes and talk to some of my team members. Um, I find it easier to make a video and talk than it is sometimes for me to write. So I do a lot of videos this way just so that it's easier for me to express myself and to kind of get what I'm feeling across. So obviously, as far as Team Cup is concerned, I think that none of us can feel great about what we've done this month as far as success points and business. Um, we can probably feel good about some of the things that we're doing for long term. But as far as reaching out and helping people, it shows up in success points. And so I mentioned earlier, or at least wrote down to you that I was going to be concentrating this week on working directly with people and not working on building some of the systems that I'm building. I have a twice weekly newsletter campaign. I create minimum 2 videos a week, and have been working on building my website. And so I'm really like concentrating on reaching out specifically to individuals and working with them to really help them to get a vision of what life can be. But I wanted to really talk to you more than anything else tonight about what my vision is and what my dreams are. And so, starting basically back from the beginning, when I started to get healthy, I got on the internet and ordered P90X because I was in a very unhealthy state and a dark place in my life. And I knew I needed to make some changes. And I didn't really know how, except that I thought that this intense workout program might do something for me physically. So, in the process of transforming my body, I also had the ability to transform my head. And as you start eating healthier and exercising regularly, it really does wonders for your emotional and mental state as well, and gives you an opportunity to find, well, not only energy throughout your day and to feel better throughout your day, but when you physically feel better, you mentally feel better. And it really like was the beginning of this transformation that even for the past 3 years as a coach I've been going through as I've been reading personal development and trying to work on myself to become a better person. I've really got to a place where I'm finding a peace and a happiness that I haven't had for a long time. I was listening to a Tony Robbins tape a few weeks ago, and he talked about happiness. Happiness is a product of two main elements. The first is achievement, and the second is fulfillment. Achievement has to do with, for me, providing for my family, being successful in business, and really building something, which, I don't know, as a guy, I like building things. And I'm sure that some of the women on our team like to build things as well, and, to be able to do something that you can look back at later and say, wow, look what I did. I guess the comparison would be like looking at a pyramid and how amazing that pyramid is, how it stands and is just monstrous and huge. But it was built one stone at a time, and you don't have to do anything great in one day, but you look back at it later and you kind of go, oh wow, look what I did. This is cool. And that is, for me, one of the things that, like, it really gets me excited. So, um, the second part is fulfillment. Now, fulfillment is living your life with purpose, feeling like you mean something, that you matter, that you can make a difference somehow. And honestly, I'm getting a little older, and I'm starting to think about that more often because, my life is more than half over. And oftentimes I feel like I haven't really left a legacy. And I want to be able to look back at my life and say I was somehow involved in helping the world, helping other people, helping my family. Um, and so, part of it is living life with a purpose, but the nuts and bolts of it is just reaching out to people and actually helping somebody else's life to become better so that they look back later and say, wow, you showed me something that was amazing. And because of it, my life has been blessed. And so, those are the two elements. And as far as health and fitness goes, I mean, I'm on track. I'm helping people, and I've had the opportunity to help people change their lives. There's a lot more out there that need help, and I have some that I'm working with that aren't ready yet. But I mean, some of them, they're going to die pretty soon because they live so unhealthy, and yet they're not ready yet, even though they believe my message and they understand what I'm doing. It just, they're not there, and it's hard. But, I mean, really, I'm doing my best to help them. When they're ready, then it can really be something that can be amazing for them. So, that said, when I became a coach, I had the opportunity to go to Coach Summit like within a couple of weeks of becoming a coach. I had no idea really what coaching was all about, except that I'd talked to Brandy Botts and she told me she was making $3,000 a month. She does it at home. She works a couple hours a day. She gets to stay home with her kids. She used to be an accountant. Now she gets to be with them, and that's awesome, and it's fun and not hugely time consuming. So I thought, I can do this. I mean, I'd heard the advertisements at the end of the P90X workouts about coaching and joining a team. And, I didn't really ever think it was for me, but I had gone through this transformation at this point, and I felt like I had something that I could share with other people. So, and in the moment, and that said, I mean, I was fascinated with the WowWee site, logging my own workouts in the Super Gym and seeing who was in the Super Gym and looking at people's questions and how coaches were helping them and answering their questions on the WowWee site. And I stared at it and was mesmerized by it for weeks. And at that point, it hit me, okay, it's time, right? And so when I went to Summit, I found just this amazing experience because I love the products and I know the products work. And I came to realize that Beachbody doesn't cut corners on their products, that they put out the best products. Their idea is if their products get results, then they as a company can be viable. So they do their very best to make products that really work so that we can get results. And in the process, they've come up with, a gold mine, or I mean, I don't know exactly what the right term is for it, but it's not a gimmick. It's like there's a lot of products out there, even nutrition products, that are like the whole business is centered around like goji berries. Or there's a company that does acai. They do acai on top of frozen yogurt, and that's their business. And it's like, well, Shakeology has acai and goji berry, but they also have like 70 other superfoods. And there's no other health shake on the market that's even close to it. And as far as I was concerned, I had done this scientific experiment without even knowing it, with doing the workouts for 3 months and getting results like this, and then doing the workouts again for the same time period with Shakeology and getting results like this. And it hit me so powerfully that nutrition was the key and Shakeology was such a huge part of it, and it was so easy. And that's the thing. It's easy to make, it's easy to drink it because it tastes good. I got to where I looked forward to it every day, and I started having this huge experience of weight loss and better cholesterol and triglycerides back to normal and all of those things that is like it all came together because of it. And so when I was at Summit and realized that the products were amazing, and that the company had this goal of ending the trend of obesity in America. And I was like, wow, that's powerful. And it was like finding a purple cow. So, I mean, I had that great experience. And because of it, like I dug into this business, and I love that community that was there. I dug into this business and I wanted to be a part of it. And so I became a diamond within 5 weeks. And really, I mean, I went all in, and I mean, I loved it. And I still do. I'm passionate about it, right? But in the meantime, I've been through this experience in the business world where I'm the fourth generation to run a family business. Wolf's Market has been an institution in Claremont for nearly 100 years. We're, almost a year away from 100. And I've been traveled around the world to a lot of different places. And even when I was in Africa, somebody asked me where I was from and what I do, and I would tell them about Wolf's Market, and they had heard of Wolf's Market, and it hit me, wow, that's pretty cool. And so, when I share with people that I'm a part of a family business that's been around for 100 years, it's like, wow, that's awesome. And then they see what we do and they really like it. But if you really uncover what I do and look at the details of it, there's a lot of things about what I do that is not awesome. It's not anywhere close. And I don't want to just give you a whole sad story about it, but I just want you to get a picture of where I'm at with this business. First of all, I'm now in an environment with incredibly challenging competition. We have a Sprouts and a Trader Joe's that are similar to what we do, that are moved in and they're a block away from me. In addition to that, we used to carry all kinds of specialty items like Ghirardelli chocolate and whole bean coffee with a grinder and peanuts that you grind to make peanut butter. And, recently I was in Target and saw all the Ghirardelli line that used to be just exclusive. And then there's other chocolate companies and specialty companies and other things that were just exclusive to specialty stores that are everywhere now. So we have competition from Target, Walmart, Traders, Sprouts, Costco, Amazon now does groceries, and I can see the day when Amazon drones are going to be dropping around people's porch. And it's like, how do you compete with that? It's like that's in itself is challenging enough. And then the other things is, I'm in a building that was built in 1935. We actually started in 1917, but we moved to our current location in 35. My building's old. My fixtures are ridiculously old. All the compressors that were in the refrigeration had about $7,000 or $8,000 a compressor, with about 15 of them to run the store. My electricity bill every month is $6,000 to $8,000. Everything's falling apart. We've lost so much money in the past few years that I don't have any money to fix or replace any of my fixtures. The actual display cases inside the store are now 25 years old, and it's like I'm up against it. Besides the fact that as a business owner, I have to be an accountant, I have to be a marketing guru, I have to be an HR guy, I have to basically babysit a whole bunch of people that bring their problems to work. I have to deal with lawsuits, I have to deal with insurance companies, I have to deal with maintenance, and so I'm the maintenance guy. I fix all the lights when they go out. I change the ballast, and then the compressors go out. I have to figure out and diagnose and call my guy to do the stuff that I can't do. But I mean, it's brutal. I start work every morning at 5:30 in the morning, and oftentimes I'm at work till 6, 7, 8 at night, and it's not awesome. And it used to be that we made money, and now it's not the case. And I've cut my salary 3 times, and I mean, we're in a really challenging situation. We've come to the point where we've cut our labor back enough to where, and cut our hours and really change things so that we can survive. But the bottom line is, it's hard. It's just hard. And we've been able to do some cool things. We've created a healthy eating plan. We have a Shakeology bar. I have an opportunity to share what I know about living healthy with a lot of folks that come into the market, and that's really cool. But that aside, everything else is just like nightmare. And so I have this vision of making enough money to live life by design, to be able to do the things that I want when I want. I just was recently asked my wife, are you happy with your daily tasks and the way your day goes? And basically she is. She gets up in the morning and does her workout first thing, and she gets to have a little bit of personal time for herself. And that personal power hour that she has is really powerful to get your head right. She gets to spend a lot of time with the grandkids, and then she comes in the market and she's my bookkeeper, office manager, accountant, she does all of that kind of stuff during the day. But I start so early in the morning, I don't get that power hour, and I don't have that peace and that hour to myself. And so, like, I am just at a point where I want to live my life by design the way I want to live my life. And, it certainly would be a lot different and will be a lot different. I'm already making enough money at Beachbody where, it's more than half of what my salary is at the market, but I'm not done yet. I'm building, and I have a long ways to go. But in the meantime, I'm looking at my team, and I'm looking at like the customers that I've helped to get healthy. And now I'm looking at my team, and I want my team to be able to live their lives by design. So as I'm talking to you, I want you to think about what your dreams are and what your visions are for the future. And one of my dreams and my visions is to have a team that is thriving in the Beachbody business, and they're able to live their life by design. Because a lot of times what happens is, as an owner, business owner, I have my own set of challenges, but a lot of people are employees, and employees are completely underappreciated. They punch a clock and they trade hours for dollars. And, it's not great out there. Our economy is pretty brutal. In this business, it doesn't have to be like that. A couple hours a day over time amounts to a whole lot of money as things start to snowball. So really, one of my visions and dreams, and one of those things that's like fulfillment, like helping people get healthy, is helping people get the income that they want and to be able to live their life by design. And so, in a nutshell, that's what my dream and my vision is. I want to, number one, be able to live my life by design and have my days run the way I want them to run, and be able to spend as much time as I want on my Beachbody business and helping people and spending that time with them, as opposed to employees that are fighting, or equipment that's broken, or managers that are scheduling too many hours for their employees and dealing with all the headaches of it. I'm done with anyway, you get the point, right? So see, I have this vision of what this is, and that's where I'm going. And that I'm not going to stop. I won't stop. I love what I do. And I would love to see you as coaches on our team to really be able to do the same thing. So anyway, it's more about peace and happiness. Those two things, achievement and fulfillment, to be able to live the life that you want to live. And that's my message for tonight. That's what I wanted to share with you. I hope this is helpful for you. I want to be the guy that helps you to be successful. I'm not very good at it. Clearly, we're struggling with Team Cup and that kind of stuff, but I'm going 100 miles an hour right now, helping people so that I can be successful, and would love to see you all be doing the same as much as possible. Anyway, thank you very much. Have a wonderful evening, and please reach out as you start to build and you have questions on how to build. I'll direct you in the right place. I'll help you to learn the things that you need to learn. I'll show you all the resources that are available for us as coaches to be able to share. And for you to get coaches under you and do the same thing and duplicate what you're doing and teach them, that's a powerful thing. And it's an awesome thing for all of us, as well as to see them get that achievement and fulfillment that we're after as well. That's it. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful evening.